you said something about women should not be incarcerated or jailed. Women and girls should not be incarcerated or jailed. What do you mean by that exactly?
Criminals set the colony. You hate me because I'm speaking the truth. You try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God if you believe in the gun. I believe in God and my gun.
I'm a female. Every day since I've been born, I identified as a female. No matter how rough or how tough, how I look, it is what it is. I'm a female, right? And so at the end of the day, that's my experience. However, because I'm gender non-conforming, I honestly cannot say that I experienced everything that a more feminine female experiences. However, because the way that I am, just not how I look, but just my personality, how raw I could be sometimes, and because like I'm just somebody you could confide in if something's, going wrong. And so while I was incarcerated since from day one, a lot of women have confided in me. Like there's been stuff that I've actually witnessed. There's been stuff that I've grievances that I have filed on behalf, which grievances are just prison complaints, a way to have your complaints heard or processed.
Yeah. And just speaking on, all the money that they make from putting people into, the correctional and jail system and things like that, the private jail systems and all these other things.
When I go into jail and prison and to hear my story and to hear other people's story be either similar or worse, or it's just so many different variations of stuff that had happened. But one common theme is that people are overcharged and people are over sentenced, and then different people go through different things in prison. Like I heard, like somebody reached out to me that I know personally that had done 14 years. And when she heard my testimony, it's as if she did 0 days. Because she was a good person in prison, right? What it means to be a good person in prison is you ain't going to write no grievance. You're going to shut up. Somebody do something to you, you're going to shut up. If you want your time to go smooth, you will shut up. And if you don't shut up, your time is not going to be smooth. And when you sitting there with 10 and 15 years, you want your time to be smooth because that's your life right now. So it's not even like nobody's more, you know what I'm saying, this than nobody else. It's that people got to make certain decisions. People have children. People have husbands they need to see and have sex with. You having problems, you ain't getting that. So you not willing to have sex with a CO. You want to have sex with your husband. You're going to behave. You understand? So it's like different people. It's going to have different experiences.
Okay. So when you talk about behaving, because and shutting up, are you saying that there were sisters and people that was locked up and they were, let's just say they were being harassed and all these other things that was going on in that system? Are you saying that they had to, be quiet in order to get certain things, in order to see their husband or see their loved ones? They just
absolutely
have to talk about everything.
It's a sacrifice, whether in prison, whether outside of prison, whether you've never been in prison, whether you take a shit from your boss and he talking shit to you and you want to smack the shit out of him or whatever job you have, do what you need to do. But at the end of the day, you got mouths to feed, you got bills to pay, you got rent. So you like, all right, I might hold off 30 more days. Or I might hold off this. You might plan your way out. But for the meantime, you got to deal with what you got to deal with until you get better, right?
Right.
In this circumstance, people are trapped. So their time depends on everything that they doing it. If I fight a correctional officer because they disrespected me first, and then I responded to them, I'm always going to be in the wrong because I'm a criminal. I'm a felon. I'm everything that you said that I was. I'm this number that you wrote on my shirt that I have to wear everywhere that I go. You know what I'm saying? You get a rule book when you go to prison, and there's some rules that you got to follow. Some are vague, some are straightforward. And then others, you're just going to learn from everybody else. They're going to tell you a million stories. You got nothing but time to listen to what this place is about, that place is about, who this person is, that person is. Like, it's a whole completely different world. If you've never been there, some of this stuff might be a little bit difficult to comprehend. And so ask me, you know what I'm saying? But everybody does time a different way.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's people that just really do bad things and stuff like that. But what do you mean when you say women shouldn't or girls should not be incarcerated or jailed?
Get 'em. They insured the ships, they paid for the whips, they funded the expeditions, they paid for the trips. And they talk about genocide, they funded our Holocaust. They screaming out Mazel Tov from throwing the Molotov. Hit you in your noggin, now your yarmulke falling off. It's Yahweh or the highway, you'll be dead when the shot is spark. When the shots hit your chest, it'll burn like Bacardi Dark. Return of the Falasha, kill the white Jew imposter. Because you lack the matzah to deal with my people proper. Now you gon' have to deal with this bleeping shotgun, the slumlord. The moment you see me, you know you done for. You even see my face on your TV, you better run for it. The evil Hebrew, unequal, you claim to be the chosen people. The wrath of God come to see you. No respect for Israel, you criminals set the colony. You hate me cause I'm speaking the truth, you try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God. If you believe in the gun, I believe in God